Book of Jude, verse 7 says this: Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. And what I want to preach on is the world's shortest sermon on homosexuality. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner. It's not enough to just give them their little space. They want to spread their corruption. That's why you shouldn't pity them. You shouldn't have mercy on them. You shouldn't want to protect them, because they will spread it to the cities about them in like manner. It says giving themselves over, because they chose that route. Don't let them lie to you and say they were born that way. It says giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. It's not natural, folks. God didn't make them that way. Don't let them blame God for their sin. Don't let them blame God for their spiritual disease. Are set forth for an example. That means that God still feels that way about that issue. In Leviticus, you see homosexuality is abomination and it's punishable by the death penalty. God still feels that way now. It says suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. They're going to hell when they die. God is not going to spare them. Neither should you. That's why you should have nothing to do with them. You should not try to protect them. You should not try to love them. You should not try to lift them up. What you need to do is protect your kids from them, because your kids might live in that city about them in like manner and might try to corrupt your children. So you should back away from them and let God get his vengeance on them, and you should have nothing to do with them. Vengeance of eternal fire, folks.